Yes, particularly the moment when she leans out of the water on top of the rock. Because that's why my husband.
Yeah, that was a big one.
That was one where he was like, wow. And he was also like, when she got her legs, he was like, she got legs. And legs go somewhere, don't they?
Bigot is my podcast. Bigot is my...
I don't know how to kick us off now since I'm not doing the big jumpy intro. But hey, we are here.
I know.
You've
eliminated
We're here in the BIMP Lounge.
Indeed.
This is Bacon's My Podcast presents What's Your Bacon in 7 Questions, the show where we take a guest on a journey into their soul.
The cockles of their soul.
Right? We do. We go into the we butter the crannies and the nooks of their muffin.
And we go mining.
We go spelunking.
Yes.
Into the depths of their brain balls.
Yeah.
And a little bit of heart too. Today, we can talk about a lot of things. We have our friend Dawn. Now,
hi. Oh my God. You are so sensual. You guys are just speaking my language here.
Dawn Brodey is here from the Histories I'd Like to podcast, which I love. We can talk about that. We can talk about comedy because she's a comedian. She's also been in the UCB theater. She is doing stand-up, is an actor, a writer. We can talk about... She doesn't have one today. She did not make a White Russian today. I assumed because she was out of breast milk.
Oh.
We could talk about breast milk White Russians.
Oh, the recipe of champions.
Mother, sailor.
Yeah.
History fucker.
Wow.
Dawn Brodey, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome.
Wow, that was great. That you really know how to make a girl feel welcome. Thank you so much. You make me sound so cool. God, I'm going to live up to that introduction. It is a delight to be in the Bacon is My Podcast lounge.
Well, we appreciate you coming to hang out. I'm actually really excited because we did an episode with you, which will be coming out in January. So everybody stay tuned for that.
Get ready for it.
You'll hear about it on this feed, but when you're done with this and you enjoy our little hang here, go over to the HILF podcast feed and go listen to stuff.
Just listen to a bunch in a row. Just a bunch in a row.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yes. But right now, what's very important is we need to find out the double stuff of your Oreo, the cream center to your Twinkie. Dawn.
That's right.
Well, we started
digging into my anals, which is what I'm usually doing with history. Wow.
That's right.
So are you ready for what used to be the 7,842 questions?
Yes. Nobody
to get to know your bacon. Nobody liked it. So we whittled it down to seven. So are you ready?
Oh, I feel, like General George Washington on the eve of battle. I think readiness may never be ours, but our time has come nonetheless. And so despite my state of readiness, I say, bring it on, fellas. I am here for it.
Okay.
Yes.
And I may be ready. I feel somewhat ready. That's a more accurate answer.
History finds heroes.
Yes.
All right. Question number 1. Dawn, how many pillows is too many?
4 pillows is too many pillows.
4 is too many. 3, just right.
4, 3, okay. 4, egregious.
I think 3 is okay because sometimes you need a pillow under your head.
Right.
You need a pillow, if you're me, on top of your head. Can't explain why. I like pillows on top of my head, and then a third between your knees if you're living large.
You just want to, like over your face?
Yes.
Like fighting for your life all night?
It seems kinky. If you want to picture it as kinky, it's okay, but it's actually just kind of like mouth hanging open. I can't, those masks that like sophisticated women wear.
We call them eyeballs.
I am a sophisticated woman. I wear.
You're sophisticated. Are you not a sophisticated woman in this world? We know about the mask. I can't wear those because I can't wear it on my face. It's a sensory thing. It bothers me. But I do need kind of full coverage over my eyes to like fully rest. My eyes sort of seek out all sources of light and movement behind my lids and and take my brain along with it. And so sometimes just taking the pillow and putting it on top of my head is, and if I'm in a hotel, there's not enough pillows, I will get a towel and I will drape a towel over me.
Okay.
That happen. So
my son does that too. My son does that too.
Right. I think if you have 4, you're talking about a spare pillow, and that seems gluttonous to me.
Okay.
I like that.
I like that answer.
That's a good answer.
Okay.
I can dig with that.
Dawn, question number 2. What is the perfect pizza order?
Oh, shit. I'm afraid I'm going to lose him. This is where I'm going to lose him. Because it's extra cheese, onions, and pineapple.
You've lost no one.
You've lost nobody.
You've lost
nobody.
Oh,
God.
Pineapple.
I can't tell you how many people think they're going to lose everybody when we ask them that question, and then they say pineapple.
Haters.
It's more than half now.
Oh, it's well more than
half like pineapple. Yeah.
You know what? We're the silent majority. People
it's
on the internet.
It's fake news. It's fake news. The pineapple is bad.
I love this meat. I'm not gonna lie. And like I used to be a meat eater. And so if you want, I can totally understand the flavor palette of like adding meat to that. But the pineapple still, I like the sweet.
I like the zip of the pep though. A little bit of pepperoni on that too.
Pepperoni pineapple's really good. That's a good mix.
But I would accept like hot peppers, like banana peppers or something.
100% accept.
Yeah.
Crunchy onion, pineapple. I like all that.
When we have our sleepover, for sure. Yes. All of those things, green light. And we can put pepperoni on half. I'm not even one of those douchey vegetarians. It's like, meat shall not touch. I'm like, move it over. Pick it off. It's fine.
Yeah.
The meat juice.
Is it red onion or just regular white onion?
If I get to pick, I pick red onion. But white onion is acceptable. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And if we can put cheese in that crust, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and put cheese in the crust, too.
Let's have a party.
Let's do it.
Party.
I like it.
We have a party.
Let's get nuts.
Have a pineapple party. Yeah. Pineapple pizza party. All right, question number 3. True or false question this time.
Oh, okay.
Cereal is a soup.
Oh. God, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess true.
Yeah.
Seems like it bothered you a little bit to say that, though.
Well, I feel like because if you order soup at a restaurant and they bring you cereal, you have a right to be like, no, ma'am. And so, so I would, in a court of law, I would stand beside soup person and be like, you're 100% right. This is not what you ordered. This is not soup, right?
Right.
But if we are talking about like a definition of soup, that someone they put a gun to your head and gave you 2 ingredients and said, make soup or you're dead. And you put milk over cereal. I'd be like, let's count it. Works. If you need a broad definition of soup, I'm in. That's liquid with pieces in it. You eat with a spoon. Let's fucking do it.
I like it.
So I'm on the side of justice. I'm on the side.
Like I said, history chooses the hero.
Right.
Do you not need this to be soup? What do I need to do here?
Right.
Yes. I agree.
What fixes the situation for you? How do we get through this?
All right.
I like it.
Put some oats in it. Now what is it?
Right. Well,
cereal.
Oat cereals.
Yeah. Oat milk.
What are the stakes?
Is an oat-based cereal in an oat milk anything?
It's just
cancel itself out.
It's a lot of shit.
A colon cleaner.
Yeah. Colon blow. That's what it is. All right.
You could probably just pour water into an oat cereal, and that's the same as oat milk.
Probably.
You have to add so much sugar and sweetener and everything to make it any good.
Well,
scam.
Let's take. It's a take.
It's a hot take. I mean, if you throw fruit in there, you're probably stepping your toes into pie territory.
Again, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
I'll allow it. It's a thing.
Yeah.
All right, Dawn. Question number 4. Gift cards. Lame gift idea or great gift idea?
Great gift idea.
Great.
I will also, if I may qualify, I think that we have disclaimers here. If it's your 40th wedding anniversary and you show up to your spouse with like $35 of Kohl's cash, I think that similar to our friend in the restaurant getting their soup cereal, you have a right to be like, wow, thank you. This is 40 years old.
We should probably talk.
I'd say that's a lame. But like, if you're just like, I barely know this person, I could either get them something they may or they, if the gift is not intended to demonstrate a personal knowledge or a personal affection, but simply give you something I know you'll like, I think a gift card's a great idea.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Yeah,
100%.
Especially if it's for Menchie's. Because you have to be a real piece of shit to not have anything that you would want to get at Menchie's.
I don't even know what that is.
Menchie's is
probably a California thing. It's like a frozen yogurt place.
Yeah.
Where you pick your own toppings. You have
It's like I'm trying to think of the name of the place here.
Like TCBY or whatever it was. Or
Those, I thought those were more Midwest. There's something
Yogurtland might do it.
There's something out here.
Well, yeah, they just have like fixins all over, and
you're like, this is supposed to be healthy. Let me put gummy bears and
Yeah, I didn't think there was any way. That was one of those post-COVID. I thought, never coming back. They'll never let us just stick our mitts into our own condiments ever again. And they
here with a vengeance. With a vengeance.
Yeah, uncovered mitt, just spoons. My daughter reaches in, grabs the things, and the lady behind the counter is like, of course they do. Of course everybody does. And I'm
America loves a buffet.
Yeah.
America loves a buffet.
Sneeze guard, you're good.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. Give me warm meats that have been sitting.
Sure. Yeah.
Just hanging
I do think because I think the other thing that's great about a gift card is I don't think anyone minds getting re-gifted a gift card. You're like, here, I got $25 good at Outback Steakhouse. But like, I'm not going to go to Outback Steakhouse. You take this $25 at Outback Steakhouse. People are like, thank you. It's great.
Yeah.
Still
I'll get a bloomin' onion and you won't.
Yeah.
I love it.
Bloomin' onion. Pretty delicious.
Pretty banging.
Question number 5. What number is Mike thinking of?
69.
Dude.
Wrong. Question number 6. What is your go-to jukebox pick?
Sweet Child of Mine, Guns N' Roses.
That's a good one.
Nice.
That is a good one.
It is a good one.
That's
no one ever gets mad at that.
No.
No one ever's like, fuck, Sweet Child of Mine.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
I mean, there are definitely like those songs that even if they're like really good, it's just like, this fucking song again.
Right.
That song you can't.
Yeah. Even if you start to feel that way, you're just kind of like,
no,
she got
all right.
Yeah, I'm right.
Yeah, I agree. And like, even if you learn, as many people have now, you've heard it for the first time, probably like in a Target,
mm-hmm.
or in a commercial. It doesn't make it any less awesome.
Very true.
Only Sheryl Crow does that.
I was just gonna say I would not accept the Sheryl Crow version.
No,
I don't want to hear that.
No, I don't mind it, but it's not my jukebox pick. If that's your jukebox pick, a cover.
Yeah, that's a weird.
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, really?
An inferior cover.
Did you not look at it? You just typed in Sweet Child of Mine and hit go.
Yeah.
Can I make a sleeper though selection? That like after I pick the one that I really want to hear and I want to sing along to, I will tell you a sleeper one that I've noticed over the years is Madonna's Cherish. You don't think about it, but then it comes on and you'd be surprised the people who are going, cherish the
I'm doing it in my head right now.
Yeah.
I know whatever I do, cherish the and you'll just sort of maybe they're not singing, but the shoulders, you can look at the crowd and
a little
see
shoulder move. That's
the number of people who are like, that's the one. I like that one. Mm-hmm.
That's definitely a sleeper.
I'm gonna try that at my next time up, my next at bat.
Yeah.
Report back. I look forward to getting that message, which is like, Dawn, I cherished them. They did it.
Well, I think we made it.
Yeah, we are here. We're already at question 7.
Question number 7, Dawn.
Of the famed Mr. Bacon and 7 questions.
Yeah.
Now, one thing about question 7 is that depending on your answer, how you answer it, you might be eligible for a bonus question.
Oh, come on, bonus question.
Right? Who doesn't like a bonus?
Yeah.
Everybody loves a bonus.
Right. Everybody loves a bonus. So, here's where we search the heart.
Oh,
right?
boy.
Here's where we've
had a lot of fun.
Here's where we cherish the heart.
Okay. I've stretched. I'm ready.
All right. Dawn. How do you feel about garden gnomes?
How do I feel about garden gnomes? Big deal. Big one. Well, I love whimsy. So if I am observing a garden gnome in its natural habitat, i.e. the yard of someone who owns it, I've seen garden gnomes that I don't like. Let me put it that way. They're sort of like cats. I've known cats that suck.
Right.
Yes.
But I am not going to cast that suckiness upon all cats. You know what I mean? I think garden gnomes, I feel like they are a good way for mediocre people to express their whimsy.
Wow.
In a way that...
That took a quick turn.
In a way that can be either folksy and sort of like authentic or highly disturbing.
Yes.
Yes. Well,
they have a historical tradition, which I appreciate, which has nothing to do with their contemporary application, which I also appreciate. And then specifically, I'm a mother of a 5-year-old daughter who will occasionally fall into something obscure, finds something obscure. And in my daughter's case, it is the animated feature film Romeo and Juliet.
My God.
Which is a story of Romeo and Juliet between the blue hats gnomes and the red hats gnomes. The blues and the reds against each other. And she watches it a lot, and it is kind of cute.
It's a social commentary of our times.
It is.
And it has sort of beautifully also encapsulated the way I feel about gnomes, which is the goddamn these fucking things. And they are making my favorite person smile and love life a little bit more. And who am I to shit on anyone else's joy and whimsy, even if it's dumb? So I hope that has told you how I feel.
I like that answer.
It's a fantastic.
We have actually come up with an equation too.
We have a litmus test.
So
how we're going to feel about someone,
anything more than
based
3
on how many gnomes they have.
Right. So after 3 gnomes, they have a fucking story.
Like up to 3, I would say mediocre whimsy.
Right.
Got it.
After 3,
you got a fucking story. Let's chat.
Some stories like you
outside your house.
You feel that one of them's protecting you,
right?
And like something's going on there.
After 7,
yes,
they're souls.
Yeah,
they're souls that are buried in your yard, in your basement.
Yeah,
basement for sure. We agree on that. Yeah.
Something Gacy's happening there.
You're right. Right.
There's artifacts.
Right.
In some of these gnomes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Artifacts, evidence,
things, knuckles.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, with that said,
DNA.
Dawn, you absolutely get the bonus question.
Oh, for sure.
I have to admit, I was trying to answer much as if I was counsel for our sad soup cereal patron, in that I just want to know what side I need to be on to get what I'm after, and I wanted a bonus question.
Yeah. Well,
and you got it.
You swayed on both sides.
Yeah,
you certainly swayed.
You definitely walked the line there.
And we know we love nothing more than a politician. We love politics.
Thank you. I just, you know me, I'm picturing the person whose sun rises and sets on their feelings about gnomes, who are of course also very big BIMP fans, as anyone would be. I don't want to other them for their love.
Because you are someone that goes out and performs shows, we are trying to grow a new tradition amongst professional performers, touring entertainers of gnoming your contemporaries, leaving one just suspiciously amongst their stuff so that they find it, because they can also be unnerving, and you can find out a lot about your friends. Based on their reactions to said gnomes.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
do they embrace the unknown or look for a culprit? What do they do?
Exactly.
Yeah.
My landlord gnomed me yesterday.
No shit.
I meant to call you immediately, but then I was like, no, I'm going to tell him on the show.
That's amazing.
There was a little box, and it was like a little gift for you, from my landlord. And I open it up, and it's like Gandalf the White. It's this.
Wow.
He's got the devil horns up, right? Both hands, devil horns up.
Wow.
White hat, white robe, white beard,
Incredible.
Totally Gandalfed out with his tongue out, like giving like a.
I like it.
Now, it seems to me, if we're holding you to your own standard, that single gnome in your life is 100% acceptable by all present company. And it's
I didn't buy it, so it doesn't make me mediocre either. It was
perfect. No, that's not a mediocre gnome.
Yeah, that's
also, if any of you are of my era and adored the independent film Amelie that came out in the late 90s.
Yes.
With her big eyes and beautiful bangs. There is a wonderful subplot involving the traveling gnome that does nothing but support whimsy. How could you hate that guy? Can't hate that guy. That guy'd be welcome at your house.
That's true.
Yeah. I like it.
You've supported some very whimsical bangs in your day as well.
I have. Thank you. Yes, I've had whimsical bangs. I had my rockabilly era where I would back comb my bangs and then sort of twist them up, sort of in a pseudo, Johnny Cash sort of fashion with a red bandana. That was probably my favorite bang era.
Nice.
Cleopatra.
You had a very Uma Thurman thing happening for a little while.
Uma Thurman thing, sure. When you would like the world to notice that you have cheekbones. Also, my forehead is amazing. It's really front and center. And so anything that can sort of allow the forehead to be a reveal. This is nice. I covered the monstrous thing. It's a monstrous thing. And
sometimes we have the curtains shut. Sometimes we open the curtains. Yeah, I got
you. Right. When you open the curtains, it's a ballroom. It's a bigger room than you.
I also have a forehead.
Yeah.
It's very
we pride ourselves on the big round heads that we have.
Yeah, we're a couple of Ernies in a world of Berts.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter inherited my forehead and my husband's ears, and we're both just like, go with God, you poor sad forehead. It's gonna be fine. You have a great personality.
That's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. All right. We're going to get down to the bonus question.
Yes, let's do this.
The bonus question is a multiple choice, Dawn.
Oh, good.
And it goes like this. Bacon. Is it a topping? Is it a side? Is it a main course?
I can only pick one.
You didn't say that.
Okay.
There are no rules. Other than the ones that you pick. All words are made up.
Okay. I think it is first and foremost a side. So if I am going big and making a strong declarative bacon statement, that bacon statement is B-side.
Mm-hmm.
It is, however, a flexible side that you occasionally crunch up and put on stuff. But like ranch and ketchup, those aren't sides. Those are
condiments.
But you put it, I'm thinking about, you were eating it on its own, and then you went ahead and put it on your burger because you're an innovator. I still feel like it's first a side, then a topping, as I have another idea of what we can do with this. Versus, this is something we always put on things, and now we've decided to give it its own portion of the plate. I feel like it's the other way around. But I would defend that it is not a main course. I think pork is. I think you can eat your pig as a main course, but it is not in the style of bacon.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I appreciate your explanation. You are wrong.
Right, that's very good.
Because it is.
Well, we don't like to say wrong here. We just like to say that
incorrect.
Strongly disagree.
Yeah.
Mistaken.
The correct answer is
saying that you go to a restaurant
all of the above.
And order the bacon entree?
Sure.
I am saying that
bacon?
I'm saying that I get up at a Holiday Inn and go to their breakfast and put little things on my plate, and then I get to the side where there's bacon, and I'm like, I need to take some of these things off my plate because it needs to have bacon. I could just have that.
Yeah.
Right?
I see.
I will choose not to have a pancake.
Right, for a little bit of bacon.
To have
a little bit more bacon.
A little bit more bacon.
Yeah.
Okay. I can appreciate that.
I mean, they have that thick cut bacon as well.
It's the star of a BLT.
It is the star of a BLT. It is the anchor, if you will.
A wedge salad is just a hunk of lettuce as an excuse so that you can eat bacon and blue cheese.
Right.
That's fair. But I still don't think you order bacon with a little salad and blue cheese. You still have to order a salad, understanding that bacon's going to be invited along.
Well, that's just because of marketing, and people have made it so that you feel gluttonous and
right.
You seem like an asshole if you're like, I just like a plate of bacon.
Yeah,
And,
that's fair.
Throw half a wedge on
side
it.
salad.
That's fair. I heard recently that the McDonald's coffee is all a scam to make people feel better about just going to get milkshakes in the morning. And that's
I think a lot of Starbucks drinks are like
there
that
were a
too.
majority of people just like getting milkshakes in the morning, and they were like,
Say that as someone that's drinking it.
Yeah. Good for you. Good for you. See, I'm not gonna yuck your yum. If I like the gnome people
I mean, it's
have
a coffee though.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a
still a little
Exactly.
caffeine in there.
little caffeine in me.
It's okay though, Dawn.
But that Frappuccino, that's a milkshake.
Although you did answer incorrectly.
We still love you.
Yes, we still love you.
appreciate
We'll
that.
still have you back on Monday.
Yeah.
So until
Love
then,
with a footnote. It's love, but that's okay.
there's
Well,
there's
you
an
know what?
asterisk, but you can always change that.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know how, but you can always change that.
Well,
We deserve
maybe within this conversation with us, we will open your eyes to a way to look at the world without limitations.
Yes.
And
All
that's
right,
what
good
we're
luck.
hoping. That's what we're hoping.
listen. If I had $1 for every time I let two guys open my limitations, let's dance. Old hat. This is old hat for me, guys. I hope you two are ready. Buckle up. Okay.
Yes. I love it. So between now and Monday's episode, Dawn, can you tell everybody where they can find everything everything Dawn Brodey and everything HILF?
Oh, well, thank you so much. I am passionate about history, and my podcast, HILF, History I'd Like to Fuck, is 1 hour episodes where I have a different guest and a different history subject each time. The guest assigns me a history subject they find interesting that curls their toes. I do a deep dive. I read at least a whole book, which seems to blow people away, which makes me very sad. But I do read at least one book. And then I deliver the hot, raw, fuckable nuggets from that history. And we always have a lot of fun. And you can find me wherever you get your podcasts. Spotify, Apple, of course. You can find me on YouTube, but you won't see me there because then I have to put on things and cover this giant forehead. So but you can see me on Instagram, HILF Podcast, at HILF Podcast, and you can find me at dawnbrodey.com, which will also link to everything me and everything HILF. I do perform stand-up comedy every week. I'm all over LA. I'm at the Improv in Hollywood tomorrow night. And so if you ever want to see where I'm performing, check me out on Instagram, Dawn Brodey with an E.
Awesome. We'll have links and everything in the description as well. Definitely everybody go check it out. And we like to ask, the whole thing, what's your bacon in 7 questions? It all gets to what's your bacon and what does that even mean? Right? Because bacon can be a side, a topping, or a main course. It definitely is something. It's the thing that improves whatever plate it's on. So we like to use that as a metaphor for something in your life. What is that thing in your life that improves everything around it? What is that thing that allows you to shake off the doldrums of the day?
The big words.
Yeah, I'm trying to use $5 words because Dawn's very smart.
I'm cashing them in. You have a credit account back here you don't even know about going up.
So we like to find out from everybody. Dawn, what would you say? What is your bacon?
Well, I think that I would. Can I give you 2 answers? Maybe 2 answers. Let me give you
Absolutely.
My general answer is history, which is why I love you guys so much, because I was like, what's your podcast? You're like, well, basically we're like, what's your bacon? And I'm like, cool, what's your podcast? I was like, well, mine's basically like, what's your HILF? What is the history you want to fuck? And I was like, your bacon is bacon and my HILF is history. This is adorable. But it is true, man. I'm one of them nerds that will read the back of a menu, at some truck stop diner that had a shootout with Jesse James once. And
those are the best.
I will read every word and then remember it and just devour it. Like, I love history. But specifically, my favorite person in history so far is General George Washington. He's my favorite. I quoted him earlier.
Yeah.
And he's kind of a controversial choice. My daughter is Beatrice Washington Melby. It's her middle name. And he's flawed, like all the good ones. Zeus fucked his kids. It's like, he wasn't that bad. But one of the things I love most about George Washington is that he is one of the very, very few figures in history that did huge, great things for many instead of for the few. and more specifically for the many and not himself. And that when there was a moment, a singular moment, many moments in a row, but singular moments in which he was sort of offered the helm of being the emperor, the king, taking all of this power for himself, he genuinely and authentically said, no, and not because I'm that great, but because it doesn't belong to me. I saved these people, and now I'm going to leave them to live their lives, right? I'm not going to try to dominate this life that I've saved. And I find that elegant and beautiful and something to be admired. And I think he's the reason one of the first people that I swooned for. You know, other girls had pictures of Bret the Hitman Hart in their locker, but it was all General George Washington for me, baby, teeth and all. And,
those white wigs.
I think it's cool to love honesty and to lust true noble actions, and so he's my bacon. And
that's
but
awesome.
that
I love that.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Well, everybody that's listening, you definitely know you want to come back in a couple of days and hear the rest of the chat for sure. But remember, over the next couple of days, while you're perusing HILF episodes and checking out stuff about, I thought the early ones about cursing and language, or some of the later ones about Frankenstein
or the vibrator.
The vibrator.
Yeah.
She does with her mom and sisters.
Yeah. So go check all those out. But remember, every day when you get up, ask yourself, what is that thing that makes your toes curl a little bit? What is that thing that makes your day better? What is that thing that makes your good stuff a little bit gooder?
Even gooder.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a $2 word.
Yeah, exactly. What's your bacon?
Indeed.